So I kind of wanted to, I don't even know why I wanted to make this video. Maybe just to have something out there and documented. I was kind of in the spirit of making this video because today has been a day of complications and frustration and just overall pressure that I mostly put on myself. I'm not gonna lie. I know that I put all this pressure on myself, and I don't want to put it on myself, but maybe I shouldn't be talking about this on the camera. But anyways, that is kind of why I wanted to just talk about, I'm talking to a camera, so it's kind of a rhetorical conversation. Just talk about my hopes and dreams. Because what better way to spend my free time? This is a really weird and maybe confusing observation. I have noticed that, as I said earlier, I put a lot of pressure on myself, and I like to overachieve. It's fine. I'm not gonna hide that part of myself because that is just who I am, and I feel like I'm doing enough, but at the same time I feel like I'm not doing enough, and it's this unfair balance that I can't seem to balance. Doing your best is not an easy thing to do. We're taught to want to do our best, if that makes sense. I know I've been taught to commit to anything that I set my mind to. 95% of the time, it comes through and it works out. Going further into the real topic of this video, I just felt that it was important, as I said earlier, to just voice how I'm feeling, because I'm not meeting with my therapist for another 2 weeks, and so this is the alternative. I talk about my hopes and dreams and goals a lot. To my therapist, to my friends and family, to complete strangers that I have just met who are now my friends. I'm a very open person. I'm not ashamed of being an open person. As a songwriter, it's kind of inevitable to be open and honest, and for so long I hid who I was outside of my music and outside of my songwriting and outside of my bedroom or my house. Honestly, who hasn't? I'm not special or anything. So I started writing songs at 8 years old, which is, as people know it, an early age to start writing songs. And I have known what I wanted to do since I was 4 years old, which is actually very rare to know exactly what you want your life to look like and what you want to accomplish at the age of 4. There are so many people I know who I went to high school with, and a few people here at college that I know that still don't even know what they want to do with their lives. I hope that they find it. I know they will find it, but I'm lucky enough to have found mine 14 years ago. Growing up in a small town in Maryland was not ideal for a girl who wants to be a superstar. I have daily hiccups with being grateful with what I have instead of yearning and comparing myself for the things that people who are older than me or have higher success than I do have. And it's not fair. It's not fair. Also, life just isn't fair. Life is not fair. So many people ask me, especially so many people at home, why I chose a university so far away from home. There seems to be a lot of opportunity here, musically, and I'm not one to take the safer route, but I did choose this school because I felt like it would be a better environment for me, music-wise, than in LA. But basically everything I just told you goes into what I'm about to tell you. I feel like I started a little late. I guess you can say that I kind of got momentum in my life, in my music life, a little later than most of the successful artists that I know and that most of us know of. And no shade at all, I adore and I admire so much these women who society put on a pedestal, but I think that there's just so much more to them, and that is another reason that I care about this so much, is that I want to be a part of something that represents that there's so much more to them, and that there are deeper versions of themselves that no one sees. And I feel like when people ask me how I see my life in 5-10 years, I'm not gonna lie, I can't give them a straight answer. I can't give you a straight answer. The future is full of uncertainty, and it scares me half to death. And as someone who's generally anxious all the time, it's a struggle. I think the glorified version of it is, I want to play in a sold-out arena and to have that level of success and appreciation. And they asked me, why do you want to do this? What made you want to take this path as just a little kid? When I was about 4, and I saw the Fearless World Tour on DVD, and I watched it, and I immediately, after seeing Taylor Swift in her glittery dress, and she was just expressing herself on stage, and she was just living in the moment, and she was having the time of her life on stage. I don't know, something just clicked. Something just clicked with the very few brain cells I had at that age. I was so tiny. And then it just became a practice, because I started writing songs, and I started taking vocal lessons, and I started working on guitar and piano, and just getting exposure to the music world. And I was, and I still am, a theater kid. That played a big part in it. I think the older I get, the more I learn that my dream will change. My dreams and goals and hopes for the future, they will change with time. I have always felt like I was in a box with the mindset to do these certain things as an artist. To be successful, I had to be this sort of person, do these sort of things, take these specific opportunities, make these specific types of songs, act this way, present myself this way. And it's just so tiring, because I just want to do whatever I want. I want to do whatever I want. So does everyone on this goddamn planet. Anyways, but as someone who overachieves, or likes to overachieve, or just likes to take the big leaps and not focus on the small steps, which is what I should be doing, it's just hard to take this little thing that I'm doing, my first music video, as a success, as a stepping stone towards my future. I have such big dreams and hopes and goals. They're so big and so extravagant that I overwhelm myself, and I start to get in my head about it, and then I start to spiral and overthink, and I get scared that's not going to happen. Because I'm just a girl. I mean, what else can I tell you? They say not to attach your identity to a certain goal or a certain career. I think I might just have done that. Because music is who I am. Music is half of me. I hate it. I love it. It is annoying. It is fun to be with. It comforts me, but also pushes me away. It makes me break down. It makes me jump in the air and smile and be happy that I just wrote a song that I actually like. Music is my best friend and my worst enemy. I know that it's dangerous to attach your identity to a certain career or a goal or a dream that you have, and just know that there are many facets to you. My mom told me that nothing is a guarantee in life, but I know that I'm a hard worker, and I am passionate about something that takes a lot of guts, and it takes a lot of energy and effort. And I love it. I love working on it and working with it. I'm not expecting to be the next Taylor Swift. I want to have a good relationship with the work like she does. I'm working on it. But yeah, if you are at the end of this video, thank you for sticking around. I don't really know what else to say, But I love you all.